Hey, what's going on? Coach McCants, Pro Power Performance, Personal Training. This is a PSA, public service announcement to all parents, especially parents, I would say in the well-to-do market. This, like I said, I normally do my little YouTubes or whatever I do, my McCants moments or McCants minutes. I forgot what I called it. I haven't done one in so long. But basically, the trend is, and the feedback I am getting is why the kids in the burbs don't have heart, and why the kids in the city have more heart than the kids in the burbs. Now, let's analyze the environment. First off, you gotta understand it has a lot to do with fighting. And for those who don't know what heart is, basically the will, the want to. I live in Ashburn, and the talent is very immense. Like, it's ridiculous on how much talent is in this little area. But what is missing is this: the want to be great, the want to be the best at everything. And like right now, I'm more or less gearing it towards sports because I have yet to meet, maybe except for maybe one or two kids who've had bad grades. Now, that being said, it's the parent's fault. It's your fault. And yes, I am a parent, so I'm not just speaking out of, side of my neck or from outside perspective looking in, which I could, but I am, but at the same time, I am a parent. Back to what I was saying. Let's look at the environment. For those who are in a well-to-do area, you're giving your kids way too much. So that being said, why do they have to fight when they know it's going to be given? Now, it's already been stated, and it's kind of known from the bricks to the sticks. If you don't know that is, from the hood to the suburbs. If you don't know that is, from the ghetto to the burbs, however you want to call it. But basically from a low economy to an up economy, the kids have this thing called entitlement. They feel, whether they're broke or rich, that they're entitled to something. That's the parent's fault. That is your fault. We as parents have to make these kids earn different things. Whatever whatever you feel they should earn, but what it does, it plays a major part in your character, especially between the ages of 12 and 15, because now they're about to go into the real world. They're about to say, okay, this is the next step, because not everybody goes to college from high school to play a sport. They may have just to become a regular student. Now, what are they building? What are they trying to achieve that they have to go and get? That's what's missing. This is what's missing. That is the difference between the suburbs and the city. So what I would suggest is make them earn something. See, in the burbs where I stay, they have everything. 2-car garages, Mercedes, Land Rovers, and not everybody, but a lot of people do. So a lot of stuff is given. So now when it comes to having all this talent and fighting for something that they want, because now, hey, why am I not number one? Why am I not playing? Because they've never had to fight for a position. Now, let's analyze the city. I'm pretty sure maybe a little bit more drug abuse, a little bit more single parents, a little bit more alcohol abuse. So now, I have to get out of this situation. What do I do to get out of this situation? Now, the resources are limited. The academics are limited. It's one rapper states, only way out the hood is either you slinging or you got a wicked jump shot. And that's the mindset of a lot of guys in the city, especially young black males. It's only one way out, and they're using their athletic ability to try to get up out of that situation. They used to say it's all good in the hood. Nobody wants to be in a bad situation, whether it's in the burbs or in the hood. But just giving them everything is not helping. Not helping at all. So that is the difference. When you in that city, you gotta fight. You gotta defend yourself every corner you go around. Be it from your friends nowadays, to your frenemies, whatever that is, to the people on the corner, to your teachers, to trying to figure out how do I survive day in, day in, day out. Now when the burbs is less of aggression, and yes, they have bullies. That's why they're doing the whole bully thing, because now the bullies are in the burbs. And that's a problem when it hits middle class America. But that being said, you still have to teach your children how to mentally fight. Physical, anybody can do that. Throw a punch, you land, you win. But how do you get, and how do you want to be better? Why do you want to be better? I play professional football. I think in my heart, the reason I made it is because I had to be the best. I wanted to be the best. If you didn't choose me as the number one person, I had an issue. When I got drafted 5th round, because first off, I wasn't supposed to be drafted. Every person that went in front of me, I had a vendetta against. I lasted most of them. I think Santana probably the last of our class of the wide receivers that's actually still in the league. But that being said, I was a 5th round draft pick. I had a chip on my shoulder about every receiver that didn't play, and I was one of the leading scorers in the nation, and I wasn't on the field. I had an issue with it. But that's just personal, and it's not for everybody. But at the same time, we're giving them too much. They're entitled to have this. Everybody goes to the playoffs. Everybody gets a trophy. Why? Because it doesn't happen in life. It doesn't happen in real life. Why do people around here live in $500,000 homes and other people live in $2 apartments? If life is so fair, if life is so even. It's not. It's cultural, it's social, it's racial. This what needs to be learned. This what needs to be taught. Now, with my program, I bring all of it. I'm not scared to tell you what I feel is the truth. I was told you don't have to apologize for the truth. So if I say anything racial, social, it's because it's a stat that says it. It doesn't have to be my opinion. It's going to be a fact. The fact is, this is the situation and this is what I'm seeing. Stop giving these kids so much. Make them earn things, and then it will apply for the rest of their life. The old saying goes, teach a man how to fish so that man knows how to fish for the rest of his life, so he can feed himself. You want your child to be able to take care of himself once they go to the next level. Because when they get to college, no. I had teammates, all I heard was the door slam. They could have said, hey, get up, we gotta go to practice. But no, they went about their business. But that's just the reality. That's what I went through. That being said, teach your kids how to fish so they can feed themselves. Stop giving them everything. Stop cuddling them so much, especially these young men. It just adds on to a longer lifestyle of relying on other people. We need to have more young independent men, in my opinion. I know in one other video I told you a parent was tying a kid's shoe. The kid was 13 years old. My son is 2. He hadn't learned how to tie his shoes yet, but I make him do a lot on his own. Time to clean up. You mess the toys up, you clean up. That was my mother's first rule that I remember. You mess up, you clean up. Just that simple. So, I'm going to wrap it up with that. Just my opinion. That's my PSA to my parents and whoever else watched this video. For my athletes, earn it. Work hard. If you're not number one, why? Can you get better? Yes. Can you work harder? Maybe. Can you get smarter? Definitely. Keep working. Coach McCants, signing out. Leave me comments, leave me messages, emails, cell phone, whatever. I'll be in touch.